right, welcome back, kindergarten and first grade. I have a really fun lesson for you this week. We're going to explore some digital drawing tools for creating a mandala. And how we're going to do this is we're going to use a website called drawings.com. It's an online tool set that's pre-programmed to allow you to make a mandala really easily. Very fun, cool tool. And this is going to be one of our introductions to art and STEAM together, because this is a digital tool made by a computer, which we traditionally think of as a STEAM type activity. But it also includes art because it creates a drawing. It's one of those great instances of where art and technology, cross over, and so a lot of things do that these days. You can do a lot of drawings on computers and make 3D models on computers. You can do tons of amazing things with computer rendering these days. So we are going to be using this tool to make a mandala. And basically, this is how it works. You have your circle here. You have a point in the center. And then you have all these little sections. And you basically choose one of these little sections you're going to draw in. For example, I can choose this one right here, and I'm going to draw a line. And what happens is, as I draw that line in that section, it creates that pattern mirrored around one of those lines all the way around, and that's what creates a perfect mandala. It's very cool. And so let's talk about some of the tools that you can use on this website to allow you to change things up and make it your own mandala, your own drawing. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the undo and the clear canvas button. So say you don't like something that you've drawn. You can click undo or even click clear canvas. It'll give you a message, you click OK, and then it'll wipe away your drawing for a clean new drawing. So if you don't like it, click that, and then you will have a new drawing. The next thing is our color picker. You can pick any type of color you want for this drawing. The circle around are our primary colors. So you can go to any color from blue to purple, red, yellow, green, all the way around. And so you can pick any of those colors. So I'm going to pick a green, and now there's a box in the center. This box allows you to pick how light or dark or bright something is. So saturated is a better word for it. So if you want a really bright green, you should drag this all the way over to the left in the middle. If you want a darker green, you can drag it down and it'll get darker. If you want a lighter green, you can drag it up and it'll get lighter. And so depending on where you put this is the color that will show up right here. I want a fairly bright green, so I'm going to pick it right there. And then I can draw my lines. But there are some other ways you can change this. For example, if I draw a zigzag line straight down, just like this, and that's what I have, I can change that and choose what's called a new mirror count. So right now it's on 10, that's its default. And if I change it to something else, my line is going to change with it. So say I change it to 12, and then I hit the enter button on my computer. Okay. Oh, it just did it for me. I didn't need to click enter. So now it added more of these sections, and so it changed where the line went. I can change it back to 10. I can even go smaller and go to 8. And it's going to change how your lines look. So you might want to decide what your mirror count is going to be first before you start drawing, because if you want to change something later, you will change the lines. All right, so the next little setting down here is show guides. Essentially, that'll get rid of all your lines in your circle. I suggest you keep that on until you're finished. Then there is the mirror rotation. Essentially what this does is it rotates things just a little bit in your drawing. It's not super useful, but you might want to use it at some point just to play around and mess with it. So I'm going to leave that at 0. The line width. I can change how thick my line is. Just like we do in art, we talk about thick and thin lines. Well, you can change that on this. I'm going to change mine to 10 to make my next line. And my next line I'm going to make kind of this really bright pink color. So if I now draw a new line, it's big and thick. Okay, just like that. I can change that to any size that I want. So the next one is going to be change it to a 5. Okay, the final setting here, it's a zoom setting. You can zoom in to do more detailed work. You can go all the way to 4 times zoom and then use these 2 bars to go where you want. So this is if you really want to get in there with some teensy tiny detail. Say I want to do a 2 line width. I wanted to make it a black line. I could come in here and do some more detail work with it. Oops, looks like it drew down there. So I'm going to click undo last and see if I can go back a few times. Okay, zoom back out. Alright, so the last thing that you want to do once you're finally done and you successfully have made a drawing that you really like, you can save it. And so to save it, oops, I need to move myself out of the way here. To save it, what you need to do is click this button right here. Download this drawing. Once you click on that, then you can actually save it to a file. And so if I click on that, it'll do that. It'll show in the bottom left-hand corner that I downloaded something. I can even click on it, and it's going to open up in my regular file. My picture file opening, which is like preview on the Macs, I think. And there you go. There's your artwork. There's your drawing. So have fun with this. This is really easy, but it's really fun. And yet again, the best part about it, if you mess up, you can just click clear canvas and you can start all over again. And that just makes it super fun. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Make a really fun looking mandala. If you want to even like try to draw something specific, you can. Googly eyes or something else that's interesting. You can do it with this program pretty easily. Alright students, so have fun, enjoy this, and show me some really cool mandalas, and we'll see you next time.